Hey guys, it's Colin here at etrailer. Today we have a 2019 Jeep Cherokee, and we're going to do a test of the Saris Glide EX-5 bike rack. Now this is going to be a hitch-mounted hanging style bike rack that's going to allow you to transport up to 5 bikes to and from your destination. Now 5 bikes is a little bit too much of a capacity for you. We do offer this in a 4 bike version. The only difference being you're going to be missing a set of these cradles. So the arms are going to be just as long, but you're going to have more spacing between your bikes. If that's something you're interested in, that is available here at etrailer. And there's also 2 different colors as well for the 4 bike version other than black. But also there's going to be blue and bronze. Just see etrailer if those are something that is interesting to you. Now our bike is going to have, or our bike rack, excuse me, is going to have an onboard cable lock which comes from the base. And again, everything I'm about to tell you guys about this bike rack is going to be the same with the 4 bike versions. Just pull it all the way out, comes over the frames of our bikes and locks into the slot that's on the end of this arm. We have a lock cylinder right there and an included key. We just lock that up for a nice theft deterrent for our bikes. Unlock it and pull the cable out when we're ready to unload our bikes. Now because the 5 bike is a little bit crowded because you're able to load 5 bikes, the cable is a little bit tricky to get back in just because it's very close to the frame of our front bike, but it's not too much of a hassle. Shouldn't have too many issues with it. And it stows out of sight, out of mind. It's going to be there when you need it. Our bike is going to be connected at 3 different points. We have 2 of those points on our top tube with a strap securing the top tube, one towards the handlebars and one towards the seat. The third point of contact is going to be this anti-sway cradle right here. That's just going to help prevent a lot of unnecessary movement in our bike. You can see it moves just slightly, but that's normal. It does take away a lot of the movement though. It's going to help prevent a lot of bike-to-bike contact and bike-to-vehicle contact. Now I'm going to go ahead and unload this, but first I do want to show you guys, we do have a tilt-away feature on this bike rack. However, this is one of the few hanging style racks where you can tilt it away while bikes are loaded. There's a trigger right here. We're just going to pull that and then we can tilt it away. You see that the bikes are being pivoted up as we go down. I do want to advise, if you're going to utilize this feature with the bike rack fully loaded, it might be a good idea to have that extra set of hands. From here though, we can open up our bike, or open up our trunk, excuse me. Plenty of clearance. We have plenty of space to come in and grab whatever we might need out of the trunk. When tilting it back, it's just going to be a reverse of that process. I would advise having one hand on this half circle part right here, the other hand on the trigger. We'll just pull up. It's going to get closer to you, so you want to back away a little bit so you don't get smashed between the bike and your vehicle. Now it's going to lock in place. Now let's go ahead and unload the bike. It's going to be pretty easy to do. You can still utilize that tilt-away feature with the bike rack empty. The strap's going to operate just like a lot of other straps out there. Now our anti-sway cradle. And now we can unload the bike. Now with any hitch-mounted accessory, you are going to have added length to your vehicle. In the case of our Cherokee, we're going to measure from the bumper to the outermost point of our bike rack to see how much length we've added onto the back of our vehicle. It's about 36 inches. However, we can cut down on that space by folding down these arms. And now we're going to do that. There's going to be a latch up top right here. We're just going to pull that up, let the arms fold down. Might need to give them a slight push until it locks into place. Now if we measure again, bumper to the outermost point, that's going to be about 13 inches if you come up to this top point right here. Now, that is a good amount of space we cut down on. This is something you want to keep in mind for any close quarter situations, like if you want to park in your garage while the bike rack is on there. Now let's take a look and see how it connects to our hitch. We're going to have a 2-inch by 2-inch hitch receiver on our Cherokee. We have an anti-rattle hitch pin that goes all the way through and tightens down. Takes away the shake and play from our bike rack. And we do have a lock on the other side, which is key to lock with our cable lock. That's going to be a nice theft deterrent for our bike rack. And we do have a sleeve on the end of our shank, which is making it compatible with that 2-inch hitch. But if you have another vehicle in your household which has an 1.25-inch receiver, just remove that sleeve and then you'll be able to use this bike rack for inch and a quarter hitches. Thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for our test fit of the Saris Glide EX-5 bike rack on our 2019 Jeep Cherokee.